Love those guys in the trenches. Montague and Spring Lake had only played each other once before tonight. It was back in 1998, right after Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire's big home run race. 24 years later, the Lakers and the Cats squared off tonight on the Bayou. They jumped to the second half with Montague leading 14-10. Spring Lake's Alex Lee bursts through the line and takes off for a 70-yard touchdown and a 17-14 Laker lead. It would stay that way until late in the game when Spring Lake's Reed Grammer is hit while throwing and Paul Olson picks it off for Montague. Next play, Chase Gowell has all of the time in the world in the pocket, and then he sends it up top for Paul Olson, who finally gets ran down all the way at the 2-yard line. 2 plays later, Adam Bayard punches it in for a 20-17 Wildcat lead. The Lakers would have a chance to tie it on this 50-yard field goal attempt in the closing seconds, but the kick falls just short as Montague pulls it out 20-17.
Nice try, though. Nice effort. Now, Oakridge beat Sparta by 1 point last year in a thriller that may have been the game of the year. Matt Gard joining us in the control room to see if this year's game would be a repeat performance.
Well, Jamal, Oakridge did most of their scoring in the first half of the game, which is bad news for any sports photographers who may have picked this for their second half game. Not saying that happened to me. Sparta trying to dig themselves out of a 30-8 hole late in the third. Nick Gordon hits Davian Hammock for a 38-yard gain shortly after that. Gordon going to go to the air again. He hits Jamari Everett here. He's going to get about 22 yards worth of yards after completion. Sparta cuts the lead 30-14. They'd get the ball back and they'd try to make it a 1-score game, but in the fourth, Evan Miller, good coverage, forces a turnover on downs. Oakridge would just have to run the clock from there. They win 30-14. They travel to Muskegon Catholic Central next week. Reese Puffer and Grand Haven, been a pretty even rivalry, a coin flip, if you will. We got dad jokes for days. Rockets recovered a fumble on the opening kick and turned into points when Brady Ross hit Bryce Ross for a 25-yard TD. 6-0 Reese Puffer early. Same score, second quarter. Rockets facing 4th and 8. Brady Ross hits Tate Vanderleest, who's going to get RP in prime position. Not long after that, Brady going to scamper from the 3-yard line, make it a 12-zip ball game. Hey, how about some defense? The Buccaneers trying to get a little tricky on this next play, but Bryce Ross is on to their little scheme. He gets one of Puffer's 5 first half takeaways. They're celebrating a Rockets win at the Handsome Hobo tonight, 32-20.